Mr. Paul Polman, Chair of the Variable 500, Ms. Caroline Casey, Founder of the Variable 500, and Mr. Jeff Dodds, COO, Virgin Media. The Nippon Foundation has been in constant pursuit supporting persons with disabilities around the world. Since our establishment in 1962, I myself have committed to activities towards the eradication of leprosy and discrimination that it brings for more than 40 years as my life work. Whether it be disability support or support for persons affected by leprosy, all our activities are based on our keen desire to realize an inclusive society. I am a firm believer that solutions lie where problems lie. So, I would like to spend a few moments to share some of my first-hand field-based experiences. It used to be considered a disgrace to use sign language in public instead of the oral method in Vietnam. At that time, I met many people with hearing disabilities who immediately stopped signing when I passed by. In order to revive the use of sign language as the primary source of communication, we established an integrated school system from primary to tertiary levels, where deaf children would be able to study proudly in sign language. Sign language has since brought about empowerment of deaf people with more opportunities for social participation, some being university professors. Bilingual deaf education is gaining momentum in Asia today. It took 20 years to come this far. But at the same time, I realized the challenges facing deaf people around the world in accessing to post-secondary education. We therefore established a scholarship program at Gallaudet University and Rochester Institute of Technology in the United States for them to provide the higher education required for their advancement. This eventually resulted in the creation of a multinational network that is active even today after 30 years. I have met many people in Southeastern Asia countries who had lost their lives from either landmines, terrorist activities, or traffic accidents. To help these people regain their confidence and dream, we established a program to train local medical professionals capable of making prosthetic and orthotic devices of international standard in 6 countries. To date, we have been able to provide assistive devices and services to many people, leading the way to their increased social participation. Now, a little about leprosy. The history of leprosy goes back even to days before the Old Testament. I was shocked to learn of the most inhumane discrimination towards persons affected by leprosy throughout the world. My first reaction was that I must visit these ostracized people. The majority of them live in the remotest parts of the world, escaping from social discrimination. In the deep innermost areas of the Amazon, on remote islands, and in the scorching desert. In 2010, I took the issues to the United Nations General Assembly, where the resolution to eliminate discrimination against persons affected by leprosy and their families was approved. Yet, my struggle with discrimination for over 40 years is yet halfway complete. Having spent a major part of my life in supporting marginalized people, left behind the mainstream of society, I am fully convinced that supporting minority disability groups just by reaching out to public institutions, such as governments and the United Nations, will not bring about effective social change unless the majority of the society changes. The world will never change. The initiative of the Variable 500 is the first challenge towards bringing inclusion commitment into the global CEO community through the promotion of disability employment based not simply on the concept of social welfare. Social participation for persons with disabilities means to be able to work and to become taxpayers. Work blossoms talent, leading the way to self-confidence, pride, and happiness. A new work environment is created when diverse groups of people, with or without disabilities, interact freely and take action. The initiative of the Variable 500 coincides with my conviction. I am very happy that we, the Nippon Foundation, can cooperate with the Variable 500 as its global impact partner. I sincerely hope that we will be able to be a game changer in order to realize a better world and inclusive society. Together, by using this new initiative of the Variable 500 to its full capacity. Thank you.